Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 34 of Bardic Quest, the show where a group of British trained actors tell fantastical, improvised stories through the medium of Dungeons and Dragons. Before we get into this week's episode, just a reminder, we now have t-shirts available. bardicquest.com/shop to check them out, which is very exciting because I know quite a few of you have been asking if we're going to be doing t-shirts. Well, here they are. And also a reminder that we are unfortunately without Isaac for this session. So the last few episodes and perhaps the next couple, we are without Thorik, I'm afraid. But we shall carry on regardless. So, without further ado, let's get into this week's episode of Bardic Quest. Last time, our heroes headed back to the Stonehill Inn, where they hoped they might be able to gather some more information on whereabouts of this castle that they're looking for, or indeed other places that they might be able to venture to, but not before stopping off at the commoner who was painting for a living and had offered portraits, and did share with Sergei and Johann his attempt at a portrait of Sergei from memory, which was questionable at best. Johann had a few suspicions as to why this guy was so insistent on painting portraits, but seemed fairly satisfied with some of the answers that he got. They ventured back into the Stonehill Inn to gather some information. Johann quizzed Toblin Stonehill, the proprietor of the Stonehill Inn, for as much information as he could get. Didn't really come up with much in terms of the locations of a castle. Meanwhile, Saga had ventured outside to prevent herself from appearing visible once again in front of everybody, and bumped into an old acquaintance of Halfran Loren, who was perhaps her biggest fan from her days fighting in the Neverwinter fighting pits, who managed to, or quite openly offered to mark the location of the old town of Thundertree on her map, and insisted on buying Saga and indeed her newly minted husband Johann, not really, a drink and indeed lodgings before they ventured on their journey potentially to Thundertree. So we pick up, you guys have now headed upstairs. There is a little bit of a hum downstairs, but it's quiet. You guys are up in your rooms now. Johann and Saga, you are sharing a room. Sergei, you've got a room all to yourself. So we'll start with you, Sergei. Is there anything that you would like to do in your room at this point?
Oh, God,
it's still very early night at this point, but you insisted that you had an early start, so here we are.
Well, I guess just kind of get my stuff ready for tomorrow, lay it all out. Get out the music sheet and play the music that I've been trying to learn from my backstory. A little bit of music, playing that to myself.
Okay.
And then,
what sort of songs are what's the song about?
It's an old sea shanty about returning home to family and loved ones, which obviously, given the context of how I got the music sheet, is very emotional for Sergei.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll play that. I might even look over a little. Is there like a little place to give myself a wash?
Yeah, there's a sink.
Cool. I'll head over to the sink. I'll look into it meaningfully.
Fantastic.
Nah, I'll do that tomorrow morning.
Oh.
And then I'll head to bed.
Okay. Johann and Saga.
As soon as we get in the room, Saga's gonna be like, since you find my presence so revolting, I'll sleep on the floor, you take the bed.
No, it's fine. I'll sleep on the floor, you take the bed.
No, I suggested it first, so you sleep on the bed.
Look, it's fine. I'll sleep on the floor. I don't mind sleeping on the floor. Please have the bed.
I got us into this mess. I didn't think he'd do that, so you sleep on the bed.
Who even is he?
He's a fan.
Of what?
I'm a fighter. I used to fight a lot in Neverwinter. That's how I fed myself.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of fights?
Pit fights.
You were a pit fighter?
Yeah. That was the best.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened? How come you got involved with that?
I had to get money somehow, and I'm a really good fighter.
Well, I'm not necessarily...
And, I'm gotta admit, taking arrogant men down a peg is always fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
So, especially the ones who are like, oh my god, it's a girl. Oh, I won't, I'll go easy on her.
Oh, tell me about it. Whenever I encounter a wizard who's like, "Puh, you have no magic, what can you do to me?" It's like, oh, plenty. Let me tell you that for free.
It's funny. Well, yeah, he's an ardent fan who doesn't really take no for an answer, so I panicked and said you were my husband. So, yeah.
That was the first thing that came to mind.
But, yeah, otherwise he was going to be slobbering on me all night. And I've already broken his nose once, so...
Really?
Yeah. I said he didn't take no for an answer. So if I had to do it again, I'd probably kill the guy. And, I don't want to be...
Johann actually finds that pretty funny. He doesn't laugh at much. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, don't think I've seen you laugh before. So yeah, we've got a free room. So, yeah.
So, he's laying out his bedroll on the floor. How long were you a pit fighter?
Couple of months before,
You climbed to the top of your rankings in a couple of months?
Yeah. Yeah, they were easy compared to what Trial and the rest of the guys used to be like.
Who were they?
My late husband and the rest of his clan.
Are you the last of your clan?
No. I wasn't my clan. It was my husband's clan. Yeah, no, I'm not from there.
What happened to your husband?
Like I said, well, I wasn't there. They were on a raid and they didn't come back. I'm kind of glad he didn't.
Was he cruel?
Oh yeah.
But
very. Not to me, in the end, but he was. Have you ever heard of the Red Tiger tribe?
No.
Oh well. Be lucky you haven't. It's how I learned to fight.
Right. I'm sorry.
So it's
happened.
I didn't exactly have a choice when.
No, I don't imagine you did.
When we got married, and to be fair, I was one of the lucky ones,
It's one of those less said the better kind of things.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sorry. That But yeah, he taught me to fight. They were really, really good fighters. Really, really good.
Yes.
But yeah, I left after. Well, they allowed me to leave after he died, and here I am with you guys, and I don't miss him.
I don't suppose you do.
I mean, I like the fact I can fight now, but yeah, I don't miss it. I don't miss them. They're bloodthirsty murderers, all of them.
Well,
I mean, I know I can't really say that. Anyway, yeah. Well, I wouldn't go to a village and just raid it to the ground. She's really flustered. I'm just going. So yeah, I wouldn't kill a person just for fun. You know, that's the difference between me and them, and you know, yeah.
Sure.
So.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew that. I knew you wouldn't do that necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you?
And you know, you don't use magic. You know, everything you do is through strength and skill. You know.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I can't use magic. I mean, being invisible was fun. That was fun.
So,
yeah.
yes. We should.
I mean, it's a big bed. I mean, you know, we sleep on bedrolls next to each other. You shouldn't sleep on the floor.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Shouldn't, you know, try anything.
Do you want a top and tail or? You know?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Very well. I'll probably be up first anyway. Yes. So.
Why?
Well, I get up pretty early, and I don't know. I feel like I will. I've had like half a beer, so I might need to urinate.
Yeah, sure. Good night, I guess.
Yes. Good night. It's sleep well, and
yeah.
Yes.
She's if there's like a basin in the room, I'm gonna wash my war paint off for the night.
Okay.
Because I can.
Yeah. And then you guys settle in for the night?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Great. So you guys, you top and tail.
Yes.
Saga now war paint free.
Yeah.
Sergei, next door, you are having dreams of heroism and valor, and you're being engrossed on the sheet music has conjured up imagery in your mind as you sleep of heroism and great battles of old, and those thoughts are just kind of whirling through your head and making up for your dreams for the night. Meanwhile, whilst that's going on, Johann, you are woken up for a knock on the door.
Oh.
Reach for weapons.
So Saga doesn't wake up.
I mean, you could wake up if you like. It's entirely up to you. Are you just going to roll over? Or are you going?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna wait to see. I'm gonna not do anything for a second and just grab my weapons and get on the edge of the bed and just wait to see if he knocks again. Then I get to the edge of the door so that if it opens, I can quick stab. Who is it?
Johann.
Yes?
It's an Austriana. You know that name. She is
At this point, Saga's going to wake up going, what the fuck?
She's your contact who you had conversations with recently.
Johann, what the
It's all right. She's with me.
Who?
She's part of my order.
Johann.
Come in.
Well,
You're opening the door.
Yeah.
You open the door, and you see this very beautiful, quite petite woman enter. Piercing blue eyes, long golden hair, but dressed in dark clothing with dark makeup around her eyes. And she steps in and she goes, "Oh, Johann, finally!" And then she looks over at the bed, to see Saga. And oh.
And who are you?
She kind of
and Saga sort of stands up
her arms and she says, "Well, I could ask you the same thing, actually. Who are you?"
Saga, the war bride. Who the fuck are you?
This is an Astriana of the Order of the Brethren Vigilant.
And then she turns to you, Johann. She says, "Who is she?"
She just said, this is Saga the War Bride.
Well, yes, but who is she?
I don't know how to say it any clearer than that.
Right, and then she kind of hands you a parchment.
Cool.
And it's well, she said, "Open it then."
Oh.
She kind of throws
did you find us?
daggers at. It's my job to know where he is. She kind of throws you a dirty look, Saga.
Okay.
And on it is a notice of, well, it's basically a death warrant for the red wizard that you had heard of, that Thorik had. She says, "There have been some strange goings on around this area, as you
What
know."
have you heard?
Well, and then she kind of looks over at Saga, kind of as if to say, "Close your ears."
And Saga's just going to be like, "Whatever you have to say, you say in front of me."
And she looks at you, Johann.
It's fine. She's with me.
Fine. Well,
She's also with me.
What?
As in, you are, because you're part of my order, but we're traveling together and we all have a vested interest to kill Glassstaff. Now, what have you heard? Come now.
Right. Well, who's Glassstaff?
Never mind. Go on. That's his name. Go on.
Yeah, Saga just scoffs in the background. Doesn't really know who Glassstaff
No.
is.
His name is Harmon Cost.
What?
Harmon Cost? I don't know. Anyway, so
The Red Wizard.
She kind of looks at you as if to say, "Be quiet," and then she looks back at Johann. It's like
Saga's just gonna like casually take her sword like this and be like, "Watch it."
Anyway, so this Harmon Cost guy, that's the red wizard that we've been keeping an eye on. Well, let's just say there's strange goings on. There's talk of people being risen from the dead, and worse is we're starting to hear stories of recently a woman's gone missing from town, and obviously we're quite concerned that the two are linked.
Which woman?
Sister Gariel she used to man the shrine here, the little shrine in the market square, but she's not been seen. She left town a few days ago and hasn't been seen since, but normally she'd come back by now, but with the stories of creatures being raised from the dead and a wizard and women going missing, we of course fear the worst, as you know.
Do you know where the wizard is?
Well, there's a place called the Old Owl Well, just outside of town.
The old what, sorry?
The Old Owl Well.
The Old Owl.
It's a few days' travel from here, in the hills, and we suspect that that's where he's he's set himself up for whatever it is that he's up to, but it's not looking good. So this, and she points to the parchment, this is an official warrant for his death, and we, the Order, would like for you to take him out.
It will be done. Tucks it in. And that was his last. This owl well was his last confirmed sighting.
We believe so, yes.
It will be done.
Well,
sorry.
Good luck, and yeah, this is a big moment for you. I'm pleased for you, very proud of you. And she
Thanks.
Pat you on the shoulder and kind
we
of
go for a bro hug. Walk ever in the firelight, sister.
And you, and then she kind of turns and then turns back around and gives you a proper hug, and then as she goes back to the door, she turns around, throws Saga one last dirty look, and then closes the door behind her.
The wizard. We finally caught a sighting of the Red Wizard. If we leave now, we can catch it.
Who was that? Your girlfriend?
What? She's in my order. You're losing focus. We've had a confirmed sighting of Blastoff. We can kill him if we catch him soon. It's only 3 or 4 days' journey away. If we go with first light, we can catch him and kill him.
So Glassstaff's the Red Wizard?
Yes. 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 Wasn't that established? Or certainly a wizard, anyway. And I have to go. I've been commanded by the Order.
I thought you were with us, not the Order.
We've heard what Glassstaff's doing to the people of this town. He's commanding the Red Brands. If we kill him, they may disperse.
Seems your loyalties lie elsewhere, then. But if he's kidnapping women, then of course we'll free anyone he has.
He might be able to tell us where the castle is before we kill him. We can find Gundren. Maybe even... Look, if he gets his hands on Wave Echo Cave, it could be disastrous. It could amplify his power 10-fold, 20-fold, especially if he's resurrecting people from the dead. Necromancy is one of the foulest practices of magic imaginable.
Yeah, I agree.
We must kill him.
Can we do it in the morning? I'm tired. And she goes back to bed.
Johann doesn't know quite what he's done wrong. She's like, okay, I'll go and tell the halfling. And then I go, dun, 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 dun.
Me.
Dun, 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 dun.
What is it?
Halfling,
Yes.
it's me, Johann. Open the door.
No, I'm in bed. You can just tell me from there.
I don't want to tell you from here. Someone might hear me.
Oh, Johann, it's all someone might hear me, someone might see me. Just live life on the edge for once.
Can I pick the lock?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, give me a sleight of hand.
Sure.
Yes.
13.
And add your proficiency bonus, because you're proficient in thieves' tools, I believe, aren't you?
I am indeed.
Yes.
So add 2 to that, so 15.
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. So you are tossing and turning, Sergei, as over a period of 10 minutes you just hear somebody like jimmying with your lock, and then after about 10 minutes you hear the click as the lock kind of unlocks, and then the door
Johann,
slowly swings open.
I am naked under this duvet.
Right.
What do you want?
I want you to keep your duvet on at all times. That is what I would like. Also, listen. It seems my order have caught a sighting of Glassstaff. He's not far from here. If we track him down now, we can kill him in the morning.
Is this the order that hates people who use magic?
Yes, it is.
Good night, Johann.
Oh, come on. If we kill him, we can disband the Red Bands. If we can ask him where the castle is, find Gundren Rockseeker. Everyone's a winner.
Johann, we have just been surviving on magic. And
Yes.
you are telling me your loyalties still lie with people who seek to kill those who use it.
Use it malevolently. Use it against the common good. Use it to hurt people. That's why my order was founded. Against people
I
who
used magic to hurt people.
Well, look, I admit it. When I first joined you all, I didn't trust you. I didn't trust any of you. But I've never had friends.
Oh, Johann, you know how to win my heart, you do.
Look, don't let it go to your head too much, all right?
Oh, come here, give me a hug.
No.
I run up to him.
Oh no. Oh, it's stronger.
Johann, you're so kind. Of course I'll join you. I was only pulling your leg.
Oh, thank you. Please get back into bed.
Okay, good night.
Thank you.
My little butt cheeks.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Okay. Wonderful. Meanwhile, Saga, whilst all this has been going on,
Yeah. What time of night is it?
oh, it's still really quite early, about 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys haven't really had much in the way of sleep at this point. It's because you went to bed so early as well.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah. So,
on the
but
bed.
you're
trying to sleep, probably not.
That's
succeeding.
right. You're tossing and turning around quite a lot, but you do start to hear, as you're tossing and turning out of your window, you are starting to hear what sounds like a dog crying.
Okay. I'll go to the window and have a look.
You go to the window, and on the ground below, about a story down, because you're on the first floor, on the ground below, you can just see not a dog, but quite a large wolf just looking up at your window.
Okay. Oh, okay. Do I recognize them?
No.
Why are they wolves? Is the wolf in distress?
Not really. It's just sat, just looking up at your window.
Looking up at me?
Mm-hmm.
I look around the street, like frantically. Can I see anything?
It's pretty quiet. It's actually your window looks out on the back of the inn. So
Yeah.
there's not actually much to look at, really.
Okay, so
The back
I'm
of some other buildings.
yeah.
And
I'm gonna grab my sword
mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try and quietly go downstairs.
Okay. So you head downstairs. The inn is still operating, but most people have gone home by this point. It's quite quiet down there. There are a handful of people. You've got your sword and a few people just kind of minding their own business. A couple of people flirting in the corner. Are you heading straight out?
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly head out and to where the wolf is.
Okay. So you head out and you head around the back of the inn.
Yeah. And I look around.
Give me a perception check.
Natural one.
The wolf is nowhere to be seen.
Okay. I take a ration,
Mm-hmm.
bacon out of my pocket, and I waft it around, and I throw it on the street in front of me.
Nothing comes.
Okay, I have a bad feeling, but I'm gonna walk a few paces to where the wolf was and see if I can see anything.
Okay, do you want to give me another perception check?
Using a different dice now. Okay, still not great, but 9.
No sign of the wolf anywhere.
Okay. I'm gonna look for like paw prints tracks.
Okay, sure. Do you want to give me a survival check?
Yes. Seven. Oh my god.
7.
I'm failing at all of these. Yeah.
You do see a few tracks
Okay.
leading like in the kind of the mud underneath all the grass behind the tavern, and you see them lead out onto the main street, but the hard earth of the main road, the tracks stop when it gets to the main road.
Okay.
You lose them.
What could I use to... I really want to know more. I'm going to call out hello in Bothy.
Okay.
Anything?
Just the sound of the night.
Strange. I'm gonna check around the inn.
Yeah.
Like, do a lap around.
Okay, just to see if you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
See anything.
Sure. You stroll around the outskirts of the inn. You do a whole circuit of the building, but see no sign of any wolf.
Okay. They're very much on guard, but I'm going to go back to the room.
Okay. Cool. You head back.
Yeah.
Johann is now sat. You've come back, Johann, into the room to find Saga gone.
What time do you call this? No, I'm kidding. Where have you been?
I thought I heard something.
What did you hear?
Thought there was a dog crying outside the window.
A dog?
Yeah.
You're not usually this jittery.
It seems suspicious.
What's suspicious about a dog in a town?
Look, I don't know what you were on about. Why don't you just go and find your fucking girlfriend and leave me and Sergei alone?
What's wrong?
What's fucking wrong?
What? I don't know. She's a member of my order. She's an informant. She keeps her eyes on things and tells me about potential targets.
Are you really that dense?
Do I answer that?
She's in love with you.
Oh, don't be silly. She's a sister of the order. We've known each other for years.
Then how come she looked at me with daggers the entire time?
Maybe she thinks you're a wizard.
And I just look at go like, look at my fucking outfit.
I don't know. You know.
Did you think I was a wizard when we met? Come on.
You could have been, for all I know.
Once again, do I look like a wizard?
I know you're not a wizard. Are you? All right, fine.
I can't believe this after all this time.
What?
All this fucking time.
What? I honestly don't know what I've done wrong. Let's just get some sleep. All right?
You sleep. And I get my stuff and I leave. And I slam the door.
Okay. All right. Where are you going then?
We're gonna find out.
Okay.
I think I just take my stuff, I stomp out, I get downstairs and I go, I didn't think that through, did I? I sit downstairs by a window and I get the map. I had to stare at the map. Yeah, I'm just sitting downstairs, occasionally looking out the window, and then I stare at the map.
Okay. Cool. So, Sergei, you go back to sleep. Johann, you also go back to sleep. And Saga, eventually you make yourself comfortable as you drift off with your head pretty much resting on the map, on the table downstairs. And you drift off to sleep, ready for the next day, which is where we shall end this week's episode. So, of course, as always, thanks very much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a rating or review if you're listening on podcast, and of course, like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. But otherwise, we shall catch you next week.